This is Jerry Jones, or formerly known as JJ the Wi-Fi guy. If at any time you get stuck while setting up a wireless network, feel free to check out one of my many wireless networking videos. Now, the purpose of this video is to help you to go out there and get yourself a nice wireless router without getting caught up in all the advertising hype. Okay, what you don't want to do is go out there and blindly get either the cheapest wireless router because you're trying to save money, or the most expensive wireless router out there because you feel the most expensive must be the best. That's not always the case, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Okay, so now one of the things you'll notice when you're shopping for a wireless router is the prices seem to coincide with the bandwidth. You'll see a 1700, and then you'll see these 2350s and 3200s up at way higher prices. The assumption that the average person is going to make is, oh, well, 1700 and this is 3200. The 3200 must be way faster than 1700. Well, no. Adding more bands and spatial streams to your wireless router is not necessarily going to make your wireless devices go faster. It will make the router more expensive though. The only time you really need a lot of bands and a lot of spatial streams on a wireless router is if you have a lot of devices on your network that stay connected all the time. Your typical mobile device will only connect to one or maybe two spatial streams at a time, and that same device is not going to go any faster while connected to a router with 8 spatial streams than it will while it's connected to a router with 4 spatial streams. Now, the exception to this is if you're using a new technology called MU-MIMO, M-U-M-I-M-O, which means multiple user, multiple input, multiple output. So what that does is it allows a router to combine several of these spatial streams into one bigger, faster stream, and to hit multiple devices at the same time with that stream. Okay, now that is crazy good technology, but it only works if your devices support it. So what this all boils down to is if you go out and spend top dollar for the best wireless router out there, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be able to take it home, set it up, and all of a sudden have a blazing fast network. More than likely, you're going to have to upgrade some or all of your devices in order to get the benefits of all the features of that wireless router. So is it worth it? In most cases, but not all, but in most cases, no, it's not. And that's why I created this video. Okay, the first router is a Netgear Nighthawk AC 1750 smart dual band Wi-Fi router. This is a really good router, which is almost identical to some of the high-end routers I was talking before, with the exception of all the additional bands and spatial streams. The Nighthawk R6700 is a mid-range router which packs a 1 GHz dual-core processor that's designed for large homes. The Nighthawk R6700 uses 3 powerful external antennas and beam-forming plus to improve range, extend coverage, and reduce dead spots for large homes. The antennas are adjustable and removable. Like most routers in this class, it has dual bands to reduce interference for better connection to more Wi-Fi devices. The Nighthawk R6700 has a handy-dandy little Genie app you can use to manage and monitor your router from a phone or a tablet. So what are some of the pros and cons of this router? The pros are the great 802.11 AC speeds, great range due to beamforming plus, VPN support, fast network storage performance, and it's also great for gaming and streaming. The cons are it only has one USB port. Some people find the router just too big and too unwieldy, and some people complain of not great speeds on the 2.4 GHz band, which is not really a big deal since most people use the 5 GHz band. Overall, this is a high-performance router and just a small step below its big brother, the R7000. Okay, so now the next router that we're going to talk about is one of my favorites. It's the Asus RT AC RH17 concurrent dual band AC 1700 wireless router. Okay, that's a mouthful. Okay, but it's okay because it's an Asus, and in my mind, you can't go wrong with Asus. The Asus RT AC RH17 is actually a mini powerhouse with a quad-core 700 megahertz processor, 4 external antennas, concurrent dual bands, and MIMO support. It's hard to find all these features on a router in this price range. The Asus uses its own special brand of beamforming called AI Radar to lock on to wireless devices. The MIMO technology gives each MIMO supported device its own dedicated full-speed Wi-Fi connection. This allows multiple devices to connect at the same time without slowing down the network. The Asus is able to connect to up to 3 MIMO compatible devices at a time. The router includes 4 gigabit switch ports and 1 USB 3.0 port for network storage. You can easily manage your network from a phone or a tablet with the Asus Router app. It provides usage statistics, parental controls, and instant notifications about important network-based events. It has a simple user interface which allows you to set up your router in 3 easy steps, which usually take only about 30 seconds. So what are some of the pros and cons of this router? Obviously, one of the pros is the easy setup. Another one is the quad-core processor. The cons are, some people are not too crazy about the loaded firmware for whatever reason. Others find the black plaid pattern to be ugly. I personally don't find it ugly, and even if I did, I would still consider this router based on the reputation of the Asus brand. Okay, now the last router on our list is what we could consider a bargain basement, but it still comes with high-end performance. It's a DLink AC1200 dual band gigabit wireless router. Okay, it has less bands, but it still does the same thing as the other high-end routers do. The DLink AC1200 DIR842 router provides everything you need in a high-performance router at a budget price. The processor speed and the bandwidth are not quite up there with the other routers that we mentioned, but you can still get good coverage in a small to medium-sized home for several devices. It works with 802.11a, b, g, and NAC devices. It comes with 4 high-gain antennas and MIMO technology. Not MIMO, just MIMO. It has simultaneous dual bands which make your HD streaming and online gaming smoother and have less interference. It also has other important features such as QoS, advanced wireless security, and Wi-Fi protected setup, which allows you to set up security on your home network with the touch of a button. The intuitive web-based interface makes setting it up a breeze. The pros of this router are it's easy to set up, its good performance, and the cost. The cons of this router are it has no USB port and the antennas are not removable. Overall, the DLink DIR842 AC1200 router is a solid performer, includes plenty management settings for the geek in you, and even if you're not a geek, it's a breeze to install. And that's the last of the routers. For the best prices on these routers, see the links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the video and got more from it than just a list of routers. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe below. This is Jerry Jones, the Wi-Fi guy. Thanks for watching.